You're very, open for someone I literally just met not too long ago. Parvati, I must say so much. Hello guys, and welcome back to some more The Outer Worlds. Now we
Well,
actually entered our
I
ship.
certainly
Oh,
am looking
hello.
forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable.
Oh yeah,
I'll
that's
just
true.
head
It's called the
upstairs into the room.
Unreliable. I don't know if that's a good idea. It is called the Unreliable after all, You said it yourself. If it's unreliable, then how is it good?
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for. Even if they ain't care much for me.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you saying that, I guess. That's always nice. Ooh. I get free stuff. I didn't know that I actually had a shotgun there. So this is like my hub, I'm guessing. Even a toss ball thingy. Maybe I'm not gonna pick those thingies up if I'm not gonna use them. Seems quite unnecessary. What about you? Oh yeah, this is a skill point thingy. I'm not gonna mess with that. This is the engine room, huh? There we go. I put it in. I did it by accident, but I still put it in. Can I just murder people on my ship in order to think about it? Can I just go over to the Vicar and be like, hey, give me what I want or you die? I mean, it's a nice ship, I must say. Like, it has its flaws and everything, but, like, at least it doesn't look bad. You just have half the doors, sealed for some weird reason. Listen, Ada, was that your name?
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Thank you, but can you, like, make me fly?
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power regulator, so what now?
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should
Okay.
prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Wait, you have never flied before? Wait, what? I mean, sure, but what? Why would you want to do? Sure, let's just get out of here then. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. It goes boom boom, goes vroom vroom, goes whoop. Against all odds, the Unreliable takes flight.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Oh boy, good. I've been waiting to hear from him.
Aha, there you are.
You
Hale and hearty
douche.
and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Well, I've been feeling a little bit lightheaded also. I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
Uh-huh.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists.
Uh-huh.
Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Well, that sounds awfully useful. But why do I need a nav key to land on a planet?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
What?
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The
Ah.
board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kilkelly.
So that's what people meant by you fly but you don't fly. Okay. So what's stopping me from just leaving Halcyon altogether?
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the hope.
Oh boy. But how do I know I can trust Gladys?
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Can't I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience.
Just in theory, huh?
Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kilkelly.
So land in Cascadia. Good. Okay, fine. I'll have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming.
A wireless?
By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Which is where? You want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another.
Oh, that's pretty useful.
It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
And you mentioned this thing has limitations?
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example.
I just shoot them.
Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Alright, and why do I need a gadget for this? Couldn't I just steal a uniform or something?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The
What?
holographic shroud
That's
masks not
easy.
only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
You know, I'm just gonna stop asking questions. I get what it does. I'll put it to good use. Thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab.
Alright, that I
And
shall.
remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie.
I don't want wealth and
The
power.
board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. Thank you. Okay, well that's pretty cool. I mean, look at that. Wow. I like this. See outside into space. My main concern though is... Oh, wait, maybe I should not go outside.
Do return in one piece, Captain.
There's a water landing pad. Nah. Now, my main concern is pretty much that No, what am I talking about? I just want a cool ship, okay? Can you buy ships in this game? I want to buy a new ship. I know I just got this ship, but I want one that's my own. Please, game? Can I? What is this? Edgewater sign. Adelaide's deserters dreamed of an independent life without board oversight. You taught them an important lesson: never dream. Sure, that's fine. They don't need to dream anyway. They're fine without a dream.
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
Yes, please. Disguise and your companions to give you access to restricted areas. Provide you have a correct ID card for the area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel. Oh boy. That can be interesting. Messages for Alex Hawthorne. Unread messages. Let's see. You Bedford. I forgot to mention in my previous message, silly me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventure Singularity Steel. It's about dashing space pirate in heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly border-proof, so don't you go showing it around to your space buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of sad. Logs. Log entry 1. Note to self, remember this later, know better. Ada, remind me weekly, check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask that? Back to my point. I saw in actuality my own two eyes as some supremely powerful weapon. There we go. And well, slab, just sitting there for the taking. If the great chair were to look away, forget about it. Maybe if I had asked a smidgen more nicely. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by an achievement of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I had heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of mind and science cutting edge, but I figured they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells. Shrink ray, firsthand, is enough to make a fella wonder if there's more to the rumors. More to be had. Oh boy, so these are like different things, huh? Last time I got to yeah, this is about a weapon. You're making about a mad scientist some years back who claimed he'd made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony. But here's the good part. They might have said the mad scientist kept yelling about a hammer's power or something. Wait, is this like a Thor reference or something? Why won't Wells just give me the shrink ray to me? Like, he blessed me in the depths of the labyrinth. Or blessed me in the depths of the labyrinth of the Tartarus and back. Let the record show I did apologize for shutting him down 5 times, but architect be damned. It's just sitting there, neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission or breaking expensive equipment when he said I wasn't ready yet. And even if I were, he wouldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I ask? I'm not trustworthy enough? That I used it to wipe out the good, hard-working folk of the colony like some sort of moral psycho? I'll admit that maintaining some questionable associates I will follow a strict code on me, myself and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. Meanwhile, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. That's a lot of reading. Oh, what is this? Oh, is this the Sentry Saber?
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Are you saying that... I'll show you dashing. Mean... little annoying thing. Dashing. I am dashing. I'm always dashing. Have you seen how handsome I am? That's how handsome I am. I look like a mysterious dude that kind of wants to murder people. So that means I'm handsome.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now.
I mean, it's the middle of everything.
Quiet. I figured the kitchen will be louder than the hold, so here I am.
How? We're literally the only people here. You learn your trade from your father? It sounded like it when you talked to Reed.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
Well, I don't see the humor.
He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
Well, why would people be unhappy about you getting a maintenance job? What? Why would they be unhappy about that?
Well, because they were hoping their own kid would get the job and get sent back to Edgewater.
Oh.
When folk go away for schooling, they don't get back to where they begun. Not usually. You go straight to your first job, wherever the company's got an opening.
Well, that is unbelievably cruel.
Well, it ain't exactly cruel to have the promise of a paying job. And that's all it is. You go where the company needs you, where your skills do the most good.
Yeah, but if you're forced to go another place and if you can't get a job, what is that gonna do for you? And one aptitude test determines your whole life?
Well, they're powerful good tests. They rattled off this whole list of names who'd worked on them, with fancy bits hanging off them. Doctors and esquires and the thirds.
What about people that are kind of useless?
Even if you don't believe they actually catch what everybody's best at, everybody's got to take them. So at least it's fair-ish.
But you actually are good at this and you enjoy it, right?
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
Yeah, school sucks. You didn't like your classes.
Oh, there were a whole lot of reading, not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay on the design of different wrenches.
That's still going on
Then
today.
there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches.
But never teach you how to actually use a wrench. I get that. I understand that completely. I get that so much. Like, so relatable. So relatable. And what do you do in your... Well, what did you do in your time off? Since now you kind of helped me out, but what else did you do?
As soon as I got permission, I spent all my time in the machine shop. They had all manner of parts, but they didn't want me using them, so I had to sneak them sometimes. I
Sneak
even
them.
slept in there. Had a hammock tied up in the rafters. Before I left, I installed a little skylight for myself, so I could see the stars.
So did you build anything fun?
When an engine came in, I'd strip it down and rebuild it. I mostly built for myself. Custom tools, little mechanical critters to talk to. When my roommates tried to talk, I'd get so nervous I'd be drenched in sweat. It was easier for everybody when I stayed off on my own. I doubt any of them remember me now.
I see. So you named the robots because you're lonely. Okay, that makes sense. After school, you moved straight back to Edgewater?
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
Ooh. Well, did you get much time with him after you got back from school?
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
You're very, open for someone I literally just met not too long ago. Parvati, I must say so much. And what do you think of the ship? Except for the fact that it's called the Unreliable. Don't let the name for it's. I don't know anything about the ship, but I'm gonna guess it's reliable. Yeah, I'm just pretend it's called the Reliable.
That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space, but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Well, that's the ship's computer. It's not intelligent, but it does a good. No. I don't want to piss off the one that controls the freaking ship. I mean, I know better than to do that. Apparently, Ada's the one who actually flies the ship.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
Well, Ada, Parvati will be fixing you from now on. I expect your full cooperation. Yes.
I am at your disposal, Ms. Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker, though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost the owner's manual.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches.
That's
You
bad.
can do that, you know.
Is it good?
Dad taught me how to make
That bad?
tortilla sandwiches
Oh,
with
you're
plasma
talking about
torch.
food. Oh, I thought it was something with the ship. Don't scare me like that. I think it's time you move along, Parvati. What does that even mean?
What? You want me to leave?
Oh.
Captain, you can't mean it.
No, I was joking. It was a joke. I still need you.
Oh, that's a relief. Thanks, Captain, for letting me stick around.
I didn't know you could throw them out. But it's kind of funny, though. Just decided to throw her out after I just got her on board. Ah, so great, so great. The thing I picked up, well, how do I use it? What's it called? Oh, well, I guess we'll see at some point. Oh, well, I'm ready to land. Ada,
Welcome back, Captain.
can I talk to you, by the way?
How can I be of assistance?
So, this whole ship, like, can you give me some entertainment?
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Can you tell me a joke? Yeah, tell me a joke.
How often do I make jokes about chemistry? Periodically.
Play my favorite song.
Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
That's not my favorite song. That's not my favorite song.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
Well,
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
got a minute to talk?
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
And what if you don't have a power source?
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
Maybe. I mean, I guess so.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
And what might that be?
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. And what about your last captain? Do you miss him, or is one captain the same as another?
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In
So you
our
are sad
travels
about it,
together,
huh?
Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
That's kind of mean. Well, have there been other captains of this ship?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
Let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
I'd like to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
I mean, Phineas Orbital Lab, gimme.
Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid.
Ah,
Orbital
makes
destinations
sense.
can be challenging to land on. His more so than most.
And what do you know about Phineas? Except he's Phineas from this show, Phineas and Ferb?
There's a
No.
bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I
Awful
engage
joke.
the laser weapons system?
There's a bounty on his. No, do not do that.
A sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons.
Then why did you? What? Why do you say the landing might be rough then?
The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas V. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them.
But I thought you controlled the ship. Well, something else, please.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
The Groundbreaker, sure.
We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination.
Yeah, but I want to know
Before
more
going
about it.
there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
That's not what I was. Well, you can take care of that for us, right?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Great, thanks.
You are more than welcome, Captain.
Well, give me this spiel on the ground. What kind of language? What? Just tell me about the Groundbreaker.
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations.
So for smugglers,
The
huh?
city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
Okay,
How
something
can I be
else.
of assistance?
Talk to you later, Ada.
I'll be here.
Alright, well, it's also time to end the video. This one was mostly about just exploring the ship, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed, though. It looks cool, everything feels cool. I like this game so far, and I'm looking forward to playing the rest of it. And I hope you guys like it as well. If you did, consider liking or subscribing if you want to see more. And as always, stay awesome.